Hello folks, this is Chris France with Advanced 2000. I wanted to do this short video today to help you see what it's like to be a virtual designer working on a virtual desktop. And so you can get this experience yourself. If you want a demo, just call us up and we can issue your own demo. But I just wanted to do this short video. Alright, so let me get on with it here. This is my laptop. I'm sitting on my laptop in my home office, which is in Binghamton, New York, about 3 hours outside of New York City. And I'm going to log into a remote desktop. And you can see my laptop is a picture of this beach scene, and you'll see the virtual desktop has a background of a building, an architecture. So I'm actually going to use the VMware View Horizon client. I just want to show you kind of a little trick here. This will let you, this standalone option in the target, it will let you launch multiple VDIs, virtual desktops, if you'd like. You can have, one as an architect, one as an engineer, one as something else. But today I'm gonna launch just one. So when I launch this application here, you can see I've got a demo cloud server, and I've got my Advanced 2000 VDI, which is what I log into every day to get all my corporate applications and so forth. But today I'm going to use our demo server, and this is exactly what you would do if you had a demo from us. Go in, I'm going to log in here. Got so many passwords. And it comes up with the Enhanced Designer desktop. Now this is this desktop I'm showing you today is I would call it our middle of the road virtual desktop. It's gotten much faster now, and depending on the application that you're running, we can get even more. So I'm going to kind of show you with this. Okay, I'm running with 32 gigs of RAM. This one has 2 processors at 3.5 gigahertz. And like I said, we can throw 64 gigs of RAM or more. We can throw 4 processors, 8, whatever you need to run your application. And so we'll do that. And now this virtual desktop, you can see this looks like the Disney Concert Hall maybe building in the background. I'm actually running this out of our data center, which is in Buffalo, New York. And you can tell right now I have my little toolbar up here. This tells me I'm in a virtual desktop. I can hide this if I want. It's pinned right now and it'll go away, and if I put it up here it comes back. But I like to have it up there unless it gets in the way, so I know where I'm at. And again, if I want to I have this full screen, but I can make it small so it's just a window. So you can see there's my virtual desktop window and there's my laptop window. I can go back and forth. I can go, here's Binghamton, here's Buffalo, back and forth. And I could be sitting in Los Angeles logging into this just as easily as any place in North America. All right, so back to my virtual desktop, and it resizes. I made it bigger and it adjusted. And I wanted to do this with filming this on my laptop with Camtasia, because a lot of times if you watch a demo through like GoToMeeting, you've got another layer of remote desktop technology in there, and it's not a true picture. So this is kind of the next best thing, unless of course you're driving your own demo. And so one thing before I kind of get into the designer applications, today I'm going to show you CATIA, Navisworks, and Revit. And I'm not an expert in these tools. I'm just going to show you, you'll get the idea. But I wanted to kind of let you know how I'm connected through all this. So I'm actually in my home office on my laptop with just the standard Time Warner cable modems. I got 50 down, 5 up, and I'm plugged right into my Time Warner cable router with a wire. I've got pretty good Wi-Fi coverage in my house in certain areas, and I could do this thing from Wi-Fi. But I always recommend, if you can plug in with a wire, use it. And now this, I'm actually on my desktop. Now the virtual desktop can get to the internet as well. So this is actually sitting in Buffalo, going out the data center connection, which is like a 10 gig connection. And I'm going to just run this test again, and you can see this is running in real time. Now this internet connection is wide open for this VDI. Your mileage will vary depending on how much bandwidth that your business chooses to consume. But right now for this demo, I have it wide open. So what? I've got 200 megs down, probably equally as much on the up. And so if you're working in the cloud and I have this virtual desktop, I could have everybody in my company could have a virtual desktop all working on local data. So it's like you're all sitting in the same room. But if you do need to go to the internet, you can. And you can see here whether it's to some kind of an external cloud or doing research or whatever. So that's the internet. Now I want to kind of show you just real quick here these applications. So these this is CATIA. We really don't care what application you run. We've got the infrastructure to run it, whatever you need. And so this happens to be CATIA, was just used mostly in the manufacturing. I just happened to get this X-Wing fighter, which is pretty cool. So you can see I'm panning this, and I'm doing it slow, and I can go fast if I want. And I can move it around. I can zoom it in and out. And like I said, I'm not a CATIA designer, but you get the point here. Like I said, hopefully this will whet your appetite and then get your own demo. All right, I'm gonna put that down. Now I'll say Revit for last. Navisworks, here again, I'm not an expert in these things. I'm just gonna orbit a little bit, and so you can create, you can share, you can have one version of the truth all in the data center, and you can work no matter where you're at. Like I said, this will pretty much all of North America is covered by hitting our and here's the same thing. Whoops. Here's the same thing in Revit. Panning. I mean, it's just like being there. In fact, many of our clients who actually have more cloud resources for their workstations than they do locally say the cloud is faster than their local workstation. And so you can kind of get around Revit just like you normally do. And change these doors out, whatever. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna try to be an expert here, but that's the what you can do here is just move around, change things, get back to where you wanted to go. So that's pretty much the virtual desktop. Like I said, if you can get your own demo, you could play around with this yourself. Many times firms that want to test their collaboration to see how this might work, we will give them 2 demos, so you can have 2 users, one working from wherever. And in fact, I've got one client that's testing this now, one office in Los Angeles and one in Charlotte, and they're testing that out. And hopefully this was useful for you, and we look forward to sharing more videos with you. Thank you.